All right, I went over the rules. I want you to box.
You're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. You've got...
Do your business.
We are live at Falcor Bay on a beautiful afternoon. A great day for boxing. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And introducing first, El Nino de Oro. It's Jorge Linares fighting out of Venezuela and Japan. He won his... A lot of pre-match drama, and they will... Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. That counter punch caught him clean. One punch could change everything in this battle. How about that time counter shot? You don't want to trade shots. Misses with the straight left. Nice counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
Well, Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting. Fight on fight.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Nice counter. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Straight right just misses. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Good counter punching. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. The bell rings and we start the third. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter punch. A straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. At the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Incredible work rate. They exchange punches. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Well done with that counter shot. Let's talk about Linares. Here we go to the fourth round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
His stamina is off the charts. A perfect counter lands. Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He misses with that straight left. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Linares. Time for the fifth round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have the quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so...
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You've heard the old phrase. There's the bell to start round 6. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
You'd like to see more jabs. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. The face is starting to welt up from those straights. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
His stamina is off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. How much cardio was put in? There's the bell to start round 7. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Now they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Punch, counter punch. That right uppercut misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
This is when you talk about championship material.
And we enter the 8th round. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an early round? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Beautiful counter shot. It's all offense all the time. There's a counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Some might have thought it was